top fighter too, and it's a big match and big venue, and I'm ready for this. I'm ready. I go for my future, and my opportunity is here. That's it. I prepare myself for this event, and I'm ready.
Thank you, Enrique. Diego, I can't believe that you're 15-0. You know, it seems like yesterday when we started over in America, you know, you were one of our first signs as well. You were not a baby then, but you were pretty much a baby then, you know, and now 15 fights in, so much experience, boxing, obviously in Mexico, in America, and huge cards as well, building a great fan base, but it starts to get real now. These fights are real fights, real competition, but it's what you want and it's what you feel you're ready for.
Yes, exactly. You know, I have to thank Matchroom, thank DAZN for the opportunities they've given me since they signed me. I've been blessed to be part of the biggest shows and the biggest events of the past few years. So, you know, this one, nothing short of that is going to be, I feel, the event of the year, and I feel super blessed to be a part of it. And like you said, Eddie, you know, I'm now in the stage where it's time to, the things get real. I'm ready for these bigger fights. It's what I want, and I feel like people are going to see the best Diego Pacheco come Saturday night.
And the fan base continues to grow, obviously we know in LA particularly, but you know, part of a huge card on Saturday night, the fan base from Canelo Alvarez will be watching you as well and looking to jump on that journey with you on Saturday.
Most definitely, yeah. I'm here to, you know, not just be a part of it, to show everyone that I'm here to stay. And I'm excited, you know, I want to thank everyone for the support, everyone who's here. Tell you guys to tune in early and don't miss all of us who are going to be fighting a little earlier. And yeah, enjoy the fight Saturday night.
Thank you, Diego. It's another great fight. Pacheco against Rosado. Now we go on to 3 fights that I cannot wait for. And this one is a brilliant, brilliant fight. Ammo Williams against Kieran Conway. It's USA against Great Britain. 2 guys that we've been working with for a long, long time. Both guys took the fight in an instant on Saturday night. I'm going to start with you, Kieran. You boxed, of course, on the Billy Joe Saunders Canelo Alvarez card as well, in front of 75,000. Now another Canelo Alvarez card, this time against Triple G. Massive fight. You took the fight in an instant up at middleweight, which we feel is going to suit you much better than 154 pounds. Can you believe you're here in Las Vegas about to fight on this card? And I know you've been here before, but this is something special to perform in Vegas.
Yeah, this is special. And firstly, thank you for the opportunity. I feel like this is a second chance for me because I didn't put the performance on that I should have last year. But I'm here to get a W, and that's it. And I'm ready to go. I feel fresh. I feel very prepared, and I'm ready to go Saturday night.
Obviously, Ammo Williams has been very outspoken about this fight. He believes he's coming to force a stoppage. You've also talked about you believe that you could also force a stoppage on Saturday night. He's a good young fighter, very explosive, but you have a lot of experience in these big championship fights.
Yeah, I've got a lot of experience. I've done a lot of rounds with high-level fights, and yeah, I've been there with the explosive, the fast pace. So yeah, I've got the experience there too. And I do believe I'm here to get that W. I didn't know that I was the underdog until this morning. I thought I was the favourite. But it is what it is. I'm coming here, I'm the favourite in my mind. I'm coming here to win.
Obviously, you've been involved in those big fights as well, but something different from Ammo. He's got a lot to say, he's very outspoken as well. You like that, you enjoy that, and you enjoy the rivalry leading into this fight. A lot of people now engaged across social media through the interviews yesterday, but 2 young fighters desperate to win.
Yeah, I like his attitude. I think it's good for this fight as well. It promotes it really well. He's done well there. He's obviously really excited, so I hope the fans are just as excited as he is. Let's get this going.
Ammo, you've been asking for these big fights for a while now, these big platforms. You've been part of them. Your last fight was supposed to be a step up against Cordell Booker at Madison Square Garden. Didn't go into the second round in that fight as well. Equally as confident going into this fight that you win by knockout.
Definitely. I mean, I hear the same stuff every single press conference. Guys like him, they say they're ready, they have the best, you know, training camp of their life or whatever. They fresh and experienced. Eddie, we just heard Cordell Booker say the exact same thing he's saying right now. So, you know, it's just gonna get better. What I'm about to do is gonna be worse than what I did to Cordell Booker, and that's a promise to you.
Kieran Conway is very tough. He's been in with some seasoned opposition as well, but you believe you have the speed, the power, the ability to take him out in this fight? And is that the intention of Ammo Williams in this fight? Not looking to cruise to a point decision or victory by any means necessary. It's the KO that you're after on Saturday.
Ammo don't fight for points. Everybody know that. I'm gonna end him. He's done now.
And finally, Ammo, your belief that you are levels above Kieran Conway. You've been calling out big names for a while. This is the Canelo Triple G card. This is the biggest platform in boxing as well. We're going to see something special from you at the weekend.
You will see something you'll never forget. I promise that.
Thank you, Ammo Williams, Kieran Conway. Another unbelievable fight, as is this one. Sometimes teams talk about fights. Ali Akhmedov, who has been one of the most feared 168-pounders for a while now, had that epic fight of the year with Carlos Gongora, in which he was winning the fight, got stopped in the last round, has come back with 2 victories as well. Someone said, I think it was Tom Loeffler or someone like that, what about Gabe Rosado? And I said, Gabe's not going to fight Ali Akhmedov because, you know, Gabe's coming off a great fight with Jaime Munguia. We saw him with a devastating knockout over Beck. You know, I don't think he's going to take it. Anyway, someone messages Gabe Rosado, and the answer was yes, very quickly. Gabe, you should have known better, right? I mean, once again, you're there. Once again, you're ready. The resurgence in your career, I mean, there was never really a downtime in the career, but the Beck victory, you know, the Jaime Munguia performance as well. This is a different kind of fight. You know, you really had a lot to lose in the Beck fight. Nothing really to lose against Jaime Munguia, but back in a position where you must win again on Saturday night.
Well, definitely. You know, it's just, first and foremost, I want to thank God for the opportunity and match from the zone. And, you know, it's just an opportunity that I saw that was worth it. You know, it's a big card. I believe it's the card of the year. And fighting in front of a big crowd, you know, millions watching at home. And it's one of those fights where, you know, I do what I believe I'm capable of doing and coming out with a great victory, you know, sky's the limit.
Do you take anything from that Gongora fight? I know it was an incredible fight. I think you were
was.
there,
It was
right? You
actually
were commentating on the
Yeah, I was
fight. Yeah,
commentating on the fight.
I mean, you know, Ali Akhmedov dominated a lot of that fight.
Yeah.
Carlos Gongora came on long. Is that what it's going to take against Ali Akhmedov? You expect a tough fight, a fight that could go deep into the championship rounds here?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, at this level, every fight's a tough fight. You know, so it's just putting in the work and doing what I have to do in training camp. You know, and just having that self-belief that, you know, I belong here. You know, it's doing the unthinkable, man. It keeps me motivated and it keeps me excited. You know, so I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the event, and I'm excited.
Well, I know you're focused on Saturday night, the WBC's Silver Super Middleweight Championship, but as a great pundit for DAZN and as someone that's shared the ring with Gennady Golovkin, just a quick one on that fight. Seems to be a big feel over the last couple of days about a wave of, I don't know if it's support for Gennady Golovkin, but just a feeling that this could be a tough fight for Canelo Alvarez coming off that defeat, and we expect both men to not take a step backwards in that fight.
Yeah, it's a great fight. You know, I think Canelo's showing a lot of emotions, you know, but I think if he goes in there smart, you know, I think either way it's going to be a competitive fight. It's going to be a really close fight. It's probably going to be the best fight out of the 2 they already had. But I think, you know, he has to control his emotions because Triple G is a technician, man, and he's smart, and Canelo can't afford to make a mistake because Triple G will make him pay. So it's definitely going to be a great fight.
Well, good luck in your fight on Saturday. Ali Akhmedov, welcome, WBC Silver Championship on the line. That one's Jesse's, but you've got that one coming one day perhaps. And a big fight for you on Saturday, of course. You know, your friend Gennady Golovkin headlining, but a great fight against Gabe Rosado.
Thanks, AJ. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. It's big time for me. My first fight in Las Vegas. So excited. And I'm ready for this.
Obviously, we saw you with the defeat to Gongora. You come back with 2 wins. Gabe Rosado, very well known, very respected. He's a warrior. We expect another fight of the year contender on Saturday.
Yeah, I know Gabe Rosado is very good fighter, star fighter. But this night, I'm ready. We make great training camp. I feel great. This time is a good time for this one.
Thank you. Ali Akhmedov against Gabe Rosado. Another fantastic fight for this undercard, as is this one, the co-main event. And I think This man to my right, Jesse Rodriguez, is just one of the great success stories of 2022 in boxing. Took the opportunity back in February to step up on a week's notice and fight Carlos Codras for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship, having already agreed a fight at 108 pounds, moved to 115 pounds to fight Codras, dominated him, then came out and boxed his mandatory Saul Rungvisai, stopped him, and now steps up to fight Israel Gonzalez and defend his WBC title. Jesse Rodriguez, for me, already, I believe, fighter of the year, and I think he's going to go on to be a big contender for that title and a huge name in the sport of boxing. But first, Israel Gonzalez, a fantastic fighter in his own right. We saw him in a fantastic fight with Chocolatito, a very close fight with Cal Yafai that he could have won that fight and become world champion himself. Israel, a huge opportunity for you, of course, with the Mexican legend Canelo Alvarez, and a chance for you to become world champion on Saturday.
Te vimos contra Chocolatito, te vimos contra Yafai, que podrías haber ganado esa pelea, dice mucha gente. Es una oportunidad muy grande para ti estar en la misma cartelera que Canelo, la leyenda mexicana. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Qué piensas antes de esta pelea?
Primero que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Estoy muy agradecido con Dios de que me haya permitido estar en este sillón, en este asiento. Muchas gracias a Eddie y a Malcolm por la oportunidad. Muchas gracias a Jesse por darnos esa oportunidad de ir por el título del CMB. Estoy muy contento, muy feliz. Hice una buena preparación. Soy un hombre de mucha fe, un hombre de mucho corazón y mucha voluntad, y creo que el 17 de septiembre voy a demostrar de qué estamos hechos.
First of all, good afternoon. He wants to thank God for letting him be in this seat. Thank you to Eddie and Matchroom for the opportunity. Thank you, Jesse, for the opportunity to fight for this WBC title. He's very happy. He feels that he prepared well. And he has a lot of faith and a lot of heart and a lot of willpower. And he'll show what he's made of. He has faith that he'll show what he's made of on September 17th.
Thank you, Israel. Jesse? I mean, what a year it's been so far, and I guess the danger in this fight, we know how good Israel Gonzalez is. He probably should have been a world champion already as well, but everyone talking to you about Estrada Chocolatito winner, moving down to 112, fighting one of those guys, Julio Cesar Martinez. This is a tough fight, and I know you're fully focused on Saturday night.
Yeah, come Saturday night, this is the only goal that I'm focused on right now. September 17th, Israel Gonzalez. I'm going out there to make a statement and to solidify that I'm fighter of the year. And then after that, we can talk what's next, but September 17th is the main goal.
Do you feel the pressure going into this fight? I mean, originally against Codras, everyone was just giving you the credit for taking that fight at late notice. Rungvisai was, I guess, a 50-50 fight in many people's minds. But now people are looking at you as a potential fighter of the year candidate. Do you have to win in style, or is that always the intention of Jesse Rodriguez?
That's just what I do. I just go out there and perform the way I do, and people love it. And I mean, I don't even try to. The angle that I do, everything that I do, it just comes natural. So September 17th is going to be no different from that. I'm just ready to go.
And finally, Israel Gonzalez, every fight I've seen him in, he's a tremendous fight. He always comes to fight. No, just getting through this fight or coasting, you're going to do your thing, and we expect you two to come together in a great fight.
Yeah, September 17th, tune in. You're going to see something special. This fight's going to turn me from a star to a superstar, and people are going to remember my name. Not only the hardcore boxing fans, but the casual boxing fans as well. They're going to remember this performance forever.
Well, Jesse Rodriguez, it's been a great year. We look forward to a tremendous fight on Saturday. Once again, guys, this undercard, absolutely sensational. From Anthony Herrera to Mark Castro to Aponte against Molina to Collazo against Pacheco, from Ammo Williams to Kieran Conway, from Gabe Rosado to Ali Akhmedov, and from a potential fighter of the year, Jesse Rodriguez against Israel Gonzalez for the WBC world title. From top to bottom, this is going to be a thrilling card ahead of what will be, I believe, the fight of the year in the main event as well. These guys are going to have head-to-heads up here. They're going to be available to the media as well. And then we'll pause for the main event presser. Gentlemen, good luck on Saturday night. Thank you.
These fighters will take their turns to face off on the stage. Again, all the action begins this Saturday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Before the bell, you can see that on the zone. Anthony Herrera, Aaron Aponte leading off the first two matches, and then Castro, like we saw, and Diego Pacheco headlining for the bell undercard. The main card beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific over on the zone. And it's all Meanwhile, Austin Campbell Williams going up against Kieran Conway. For those two fighters speak, they're already getting the fight week experience with Austin Campbell Williams, but leading us off here with our head-to-head face-offs. Aaron Aponte, 6-0, 2 knockouts under his belt against Fernando Angel Molina. A tough opponent for Aponte. Molina coming in at 8-0, 3 knockouts, picked up a victory on the Canelo Vivo undercard back on May the 7th. This is his 7th straight fight in the U.S. Aponte, meanwhile, fighting on a Canelo undercard for the 2nd time. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds. 140 pounds. Aponte fought on a Canelo undercard in his hometown of Miami. Just his 2nd pro fight. He called that his pinch me moment as a young professional. Now he gets to go at it again on Triple G3. Mark Castro, Anthony Herrera, obviously they will not be facing one another. Herrera will be in action for 6 rounds, his 2nd straight 6-round fight with Mark Castro. This is his 6th Canelo undercard. He fought on May the 7th on the Canelo Vivo undercard. Castro scored 7-0 with 5 knockouts. And there you see Diego Pacheco and Enrique Collazo. 10 rounds for the vacant WBC US NBC super middleweight title. This is Pacheco's first title fight as a pro. Collazo's 3rd time forming in a 10-round fight. It is Mexico versus Puerto Rico in this one. Pacheco 15-0 with 12 knockouts. He is one of the most impressive young fighters in the entire sport, never mind the super middleweight division. Collazo 16-2-1 with 11 knockouts. In the main card, like we said, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on his own pay-per-view, Austin Animal Williams, Kieran Conway, 10 rounds for the vacant WBA International Middleweight title. Animal coming off his biggest win to date, challenging Cordell Booker in the 1st round at Madison Square Garden. Taylor Serrano undercard. Conway has nearly 100 more pro rounds of experience. He said he will be ready for the aggression from Animal right out of the gate. Conway 18-2-1 with 4 knockouts. Calls his punch ability underrated. Williams, meanwhile, 11-0, 9 knockouts. See the tense stare down between Williams and Conway. Handshake there. And Williams looks to pick up a victory in his 2nd straight professional title match here. Won a regional belt at MSG, going for another one here this Saturday on his own.
Let's go!
Akhmedov, Gabe Rosado, 10 rounds for the IBF North American Super Middleweight title. Akhmedov coming in at 18-1 with 14 knockouts. This is his 20th pro fight. Rosado, he turned pro when Akhmedov was 10 years old. 26-14-1, 15 knockouts. Intense stare down here at the Koch Theater, the MGM Grand. Again for the IBF North American Super Middleweight Championship. And then the co-feature, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, a front runner for Fighter of the Year here in 2022, making already his 2nd title defense after winning the WBC Super Flyweight title back in February over Carlos Cuadras. Took down Sarungbasai in his hometown of San Antonio back in late June, and now he makes his 2nd title defense against Israel Gonzalez. This is Gonzalez's 4th attempt at a world title at 115 pounds. The 1st time he's going for that WBC belt. He enters at 28-4-1, and Bam Rodriguez, of course, 16-0, 11 knockouts as he gets his championship hard work back from Eddie Hearn. A lot of questions surrounding Bam Rodriguez, potential Chocolatito fight down the line, but he says, Robert Garcia, his trainer, also says that they are focused on the Saturday matchup with Israel Gonzalez only, which is right in front of them. That's going to do it for the undercard press conference here at the Koch Theater at the MGM Grand. But join us again at the top of the hour. And a reminder, there will be a separate link for you to click on to join us for the main event press conference between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. All coming up
fight. Yeah. I didn't make the virtual one. I had some other stuff. I'll basically do it.
Frame. Yeah, I tagged Supreme in it, where I asked Canelo about the kangaroo attacking a golfer. About the kangaroo attacking a golfer. You started laughing at that. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on my everything. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, KO_. It's pretty funny.
Puerto Rico, Ring City. Yeah. They shut down. But now they got their own form without the owner. And never getting caught. So I just started for that line. So that's the reality. Good group, really good, fun people. I don't know. I really didn't think early on I was thinking, well, who knows? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Number one, the shooter, it was great. It was like, yeah, I mean, faces out here. But, no, the young fellas back in Scorpion covering stuff.
Jesse Rodriguez.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that was. And then the main event. Yeah,
post that. So you're like a big ass.
I know, right? No. Denver has a lot of good stuff. Denver. Yeah, they have a lot. Who knows what happened, you know? Just keep moving. Don't Oh yeah. Oh but I think
Done?
What's up, Ollie?
Can I ask you?
Of course I got you. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
How do you want to do it? You want to get up there? Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, of course. Just go up the stairs.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Bravo. Here and one close, yeah?
I'll have my lens, so it'll be close, yeah.
Good, brother. Good. Chino. Oh no, Ellie's sitting here. Where's Chino?
Right here.
He's around here somewhere. Oh, that guy. Yeah. He's here though. I saw him. Hey, here, I want to play.
Que es un combate muy interesante, que tiene mucha historia, dos peleas en los altos, y siento que esta próxima pelea tiene mucho que trabajar, ¿no? Los dos, enseñarte que pues en parte de Canelo que las primeras peleas pues tienen que haber sido él y igual y de verse, entonces vamos a ver cómo llegan a preparar esta otra pelea y si vienen a noquear, a ganar contundentemente o pues si vuelven a básicamente pasar y ganar sin lugar, no van a ser opciones. Son tres peleadores, dos peleadores muy profesionales y yo siento que vienen a dar un fracaso y vienen a noquear, mi punto de vista. Todos se tienen que coraje, hablan bien, o sea, tienen mucho coraje y quieren enseñar quiénes quieren. Pues la mejor manera de hacerlo es ganar con ellos. Eso que planes inmediatos, una política, bueno, estamos intentando pelear en diciembre, estamos hablando con los promotores para solamente tiempo de edad, también en Los Ángeles, y siento que pues va a confirmar ya pronto. Dios quiere, el próximo mes se confirma la pelea, regresamos en diciembre, y pues tengamos ocupados entre comentaristas, y claro que tratando de ser una voz para nuestra gente latina en la película de Estados Unidos. Gracias.
How's everything, brother?
Good, man. Good.
Change lenses.
Super good. Awesome.
Can we do it after the press conference? Yeah? All right. I'll be right here. I won't leave. Okay.
This is no. Ellie's here. This is just.
No, it's good.
Video. No, you're fine. You're fine. up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Sharks and gorillas. I like that song.
What's happening, bro? Wow, that's gonna be mi challenge. I gotta play with the SI. Sorry.
Jaime, ¿qué pasó, Jaime? ¿Cómo
¿Qué
estás?
pasó, canalito? ¿Cómo estás? Bien.
Verte, bien, gracias a Dios. Ed!
Yeah, they're keeping me on GA. They're keeping me familiar. You have to play with
That man is a true professional. Bring all the belts out. In here, as a champ.
David,
as a champ.
let me know what you can see.
Nada de lo que es el escenario, los datos de la rosa estrellita, vean las luces, vean lo siente, víbrenlo, olfateanlo, siéntenlo. La verdad que es una delicia lo que se ve aquí en Las Vegas, Nevada, lo que es una casa, en esta zona de Las Vegas del Rosado. Es una maravilla lo que tienen aquí, el triple interés. Todos los sectores de juego de la 168, claro, para mantener el marco de super brillante. Triple no está poniendo el juego. En breve llega Canelo. I should give you the mic like I was doing.
If he sits there. I'm putting his seat so he's here. Yeah.
guys? Good, you chilling? How do you get on the other side? After the first one? No, you can't go from upstairs. Because I see all the fighters down there. You have to jump.
Yeah, because Canelo's coming out from that area.
Canelo will be here momentarily.
The zone bottle in front of Gennady, can we, that the zone bottle, can we slide it over for Gennady?
Whichever way.
Or under the table?
I think we need to leave it out there, but I totally get what you mean.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You can feel the excitement over here. They're clearing out the house. Canelo typically will be here in 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go now.
Really?
It's like when you feel that is, you feel it's always much better with fans in the house. It wasn't so loud in there. I think it's funny. So they put the fans on the triple G. Triple G's team. And they're all the fans. All the sounds of Canelo fans. I think people in the Canelo fans. There's Rosado in the house. Eagles camp in Puerto Rico. Anthony.
I don't like disagreeing, but
The right thing is after the best couple, I don't need to see Canelo fight. That is the question. If Canelo is on the left. That's the Canelo. They're going to fight momentarily with the person. I wouldn't be surprised if they push each other. I get it. There's that tension, the trash talk, and all that stuff is boiling up to what it's now coming down to this. Earlier in the week, the 90 wrestling fans are going to eat top throws and clean up the scores. They're going to try to Canelo wants to center the beat. He wants to knock him out. Kobe wants to stand over him like Muhammad Ali did over Sonny Liston. What's going on over here? Canelo personal photographer. Eddie Hearn's personal photographer in the house. How's it going? Huh? I said Eddie Hearn's personal photographer in the house.
he asked not to.
He got everybody over here. I think Canelo. I think it was so what happened in the room. Just said typing with him. And he was
What do you guys think about Spence Crawford? It sounded like they all got agreed to.
It'll be interesting to hear from Triple G today. When he sees Canelo, he's more talkative than him.
He was
When he sees him on birthday, that friend, I mean, he's really nasty, just disrespectful. Let's see what happens today.
Well, the build-up for this battle has brewed all summer long, from the promo launch in Los Angeles and New York through the training camps for each fighter in California. Now, drama and excitement already spilling over at the start of fight week here in Las Vegas. We are getting closer, just over 48 hours away from boxing's biggest rivalry taking center stage for a third fight. The opinions are going to be shoved to the side. The smack talk is going to be silenced as well. It will be for greatness. It will be for legacy. It is the trilogy, Canelo Triple G3. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. It's Justin Jackal welcoming you to the official main event press conference for Matchroom Boxing for Canelo Triple G3. Will we have a finality to this saga between Canelo Alvarez, the reigning and undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, and Gennady Golovkin, the unified middleweight champion of the world? Get some answers here this Saturday on his own pay-per-view at the T-Mobile Arena. But before we do that, we are going to hear from both fighters this afternoon. Canelo and Triple G will take the stage along with Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn, their respective trainers, Eddie Reynoso for Alvarez, Jonathan Banks for Gennady Golovkin. We'll also hear from the Zone Executive Vice President Joe Markowski about the magnitude of this fight, the third installment of Canelo Triple G happening on the Zone pay-per-view. Canelo Alvarez entered this contest at 57-2, coming off just his second road defeat of his career back on May the 7th at T-Mobile Arena against Dimitri Bivol. Gennady Golovkin, meanwhile, entering at 42-1-1. The only blemishes on that terrific record, of course, lost to Canelo Alvarez in their second meeting and a draw in their first meeting back in September of 2017. He's coming off a 9th-round stoppage over Ryota Murata back on April the 9th in Japan. That was one day after Gennady Golovkin turned 40 years of age. And when you take a look at some of the storylines and the behaviors of these two fighters heading into this third matchup, the age range has always been a big one, even from the start of their first fight back in September of 2017. But now Gennady Golovkin is at 40 years old. Canelo Alvarez turned 32 back in July. So will the magic number of 40 be more of a focus for Golovkin, or will that age range prove to be a big factor as this team step into the ring for a third time? Many people feel like the styles of each of these two fighters have changed since their second meeting back in September of 2018. So Canelo and Triple G, along with the other parties, are approaching the stage area as we get set to begin the main event press conference here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The crowd still filing into the Cot Theater here at the MGM Grand as these parties get set to go here on the stage. Take a look at what will be in store this Saturday night on the Zone pay-per-view.
Right over here. You can stand right here.
This is one of them.
Did you set it?
It's 4-7.
There's real back blood.
Everybody wants to fight. Keep talking that shit. Everyone wants to fucking push him. I want to fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Big Fight Week here in Las Vegas, and ain't nothing like it in the world. I see we got some boxing fans out here. Make yourselves known. Listen, when you have two of the best fighters of their generation locking horns, not once, not twice, but 3 times, us as the fans were really being treated to something very special. And this weekend, across the street at the T-Mobile Arena, live on the Zone pay-per-view, Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, in association with Canelo Promotions and Triple G Promotions, are proud to present the Trilogy. It's the rematch. Canelo, Triple G, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the undisputed Super Middleweight Championship of the world. We're sponsored by Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. DraftKings Sportsbook. With action so good, why bet anywhere else? MGM Rewards. Fred Loya Insurance, Vanaway, and Visit Abu Dhabi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and meet the fighters. Let's bring them out here. Now making his way to the stage. On Saturday night, he'll be appearing in his 26th world title contest. He holds the highest knockout ratio in middleweight championship boxing history. Saturday night, he's looking to avenge his one lone defeat. Fighting out of and proudly representing his home of Karaganda, Kazakhstan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage at this time the 2004 Olympic silver medalist and the reigning and the unified middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Gennadievich Golovkin, Triple G. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage on Saturday night, he'll be appearing in his 23rd world title appearance as he looks to defend his historic super middleweight status. At this time, please welcome the former super welterweight champion of the world. Please welcome the former middleweight champion of the world. Please welcome the former light heavyweight champion of the world. And please welcome the reigning, the defending, and the first ever only undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, representando de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, el orgullo del pueblo mexicano, Saul Canelo
la guitarra mía despertar la mañana.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Well, thank you, David. Thank you to everybody here in the MGM Grand Las Vegas ahead of a very, very special event on Saturday night, the trilogy between two of the game's modern greats. Firstly, the unified middleweight world champion, Gennady Golovkin, and of course, the undisputed super middleweight world champion, Saul Alvarez. Looking to take part after two epic encounters live on the Zone pay-per-view this weekend around the world, and we cannot wait for this fight. The greatest fight in boxing today and one of the greatest undercards we've put together. This event, September 17th at the T-Mobile, will be one you will not forget. And it's an honour to be sitting up alongside these two great fighters today. We're going to hear from the fighters and their teams as well. But first, before we do, we're going to pass over to John Markowski from the Zone ahead of a massive moment for the platform.
Well, thank you, Eddie, and thank you to Team Canelo and Team Triple G and to our hosts here at the MGM Grand. There are fights and there are mega fights. The magnitude of this fight, I think everyone in this arena today understands. For the Zone, the fight we've been trying to make for 4 years, our story in the US is wrapped up in this fight. We have fantastic relationships with both Saul and Gennady, and it's our true honour and pleasure to broadcast this on the Zone pay-per-view around the world this coming weekend. We couldn't be prouder, and we're very excited to welcome all of our fans back to the platform. What promises to be a fantastic show on Saturday night. So thank you very much, looking forward to it.
Thank you, Joe. We go to the challengers team. Firstly, the great trainer, former great fighter, Jonathan Banks. Jonathan, welcome. I know you're a cool character, but you can't help but be excited, can you, ahead of Saturday night? I mean, you're very close to this man. You would have put a game plan together to be triumphant on Saturday night, but an incredible fight for boxing, and I believe we could see the best of the three yet.
Yeah, 100%. You can see the best of the three. It's an exciting moment. This is big time boxing. So this is what the moment everybody's been waiting for. So there's nothing but excitement. I'm sure there's nothing but excitement going on both sides of each team, and we're definitely looking forward to Saturday.
We've seen this week both fighters pretty quiet, confident, and calm as well, but big time boxing, like you said, two great competitors, two great fighters, ultimately two warriors desperate to win on Saturday night.
Exactly. We got two professionals, you know, and both of them take their job seriously. That's the reason this fight has such the draw that it has, is at the magnitude that it is. And it's, like you keep saying, it's going to be a great night Saturday night because you got two titans going head to head, and it's going to be a great battle.
A quick word about the weight, 168 pounds. I'm sure tomorrow on the scales it'll be a much better feeling for Gennady Golovkin with that extra weight as well. People talk about the stage in his career, but I feel, and a lot of people feel, that weight is going to really help him be making championship weight at middleweight for a long, long time, and a new journey at 168 for this fight.
Man, Triple G is a true professional. And if he fight at middleweight, he's coming in the middleweight. He fighting the super middleweight, he's coming in super middleweight. I don't think it's going to be a help or a hurt to him. You know, it's the fact that this is the way he agreed to fight at, so he's going to fight that. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think the biggest difference is just we decided to have this challenge on the table, and he's just extremely looking forward to performing on Saturday night.
Canelo Alvarez seems fired up for this fight, talks about going for the knockout victory. You saw a very aggressive version of him in the second fight. Do you expect that version again in this fight? And surely if we do, we know how Gennady Golovkin chooses to fight. It's going to be a sensational battle.
Exactly, 100%. I mean, I think you'd be really foolish to believe that he's not going to come out aggressive. I mean, he's like I said, both guys are ultimate competitors, and he come out aggressive than anyone else. So why wouldn't he come out aggressive now? And this takes nothing away from him, but I think however he comes, G's ready for when he'll meet the challenge.
Gennady, welcome. As a fan, I can't wait for this fight. Two of the best fights I've ever seen. A lot of people feel like we're going to get the best of the three so far. You ready, physically, mentally, for war on Saturday night?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say hi, guys. I'm very happy to be here again. You know, like last time 4 years ago, long time. Finally, right now, Saturday night. I think it's the biggest day for boxing right now. Biggest gift for you, for fans, guys. Yeah, I feel very comfortable. I feel strong. I feel ready, guys. See you Saturday night.
Gennady, I know that you're a respectable man, but I know how much of a warrior you are. I know how much you want to win on Saturday night. I have to ask you, you sit here now off the back of two tremendous fights. Do you believe that you won the first fight, and do you believe that you won the second fight? And ultimately, do you truly believe you will win the third fight on Saturday?
I believe for everything. I believe for my win. I believe for by myself. I believe for my team. I believe for people who support me. For my family. This is my life. This is my true life. Guys, come on.
And there's been a lot said. We expect an aggressive Canelo Alvarez in the ring. Do you expect him to do what he said he will do, to be aggressive in this fight, to look for the knockout this time around? And again, if he does, we should have a tremendous fight.
You know, we're both professional athletes, you know, like his strategy like more aggressive, you know, my strategy more experienced, you know, like see you later, like, you know, ring to show us like who's better, you know. This is biggest fight again, biggest fight for us, you know, like.
And finally, I know this is the competition between two great fighters, but also the undisputed super middleweight championship as well. I know how much those belts have meant to you in the past. I know you want to win this rivalry, but also Saturday night a victory for you would see you capture all these belts as well.
Yes, this is 168, you know, like I have a 3 belts in 160, you know, just it's a new step for me, you know, like everything has changed, everything's possible, guys, for this life, you know, like.
Thank you. Gennady Golovkin.
Thank you.
We go to Team Alvarez. Eddie, welcome. You are a great competitor as well, and I know that defeat last time out has motivated you as much as it has Saul. He looks in tremendous shape. We're ready for a great fight on Saturday.
Eddie, bienvenido en primer lugar. Sabemos, bueno, yo sé que tú también eres un muy buen competidor y la derrota te tiene que haber dolido también, pero es una gran motivación, supongo, de volver a demostrar y podemos esperar una gran pelea el sábado por la noche.
Sí, buenas tardes. Pues sí, la verdad estamos muy motivados para el sábado. Hicimos un muy buen trabajo durante más de 3 meses. Pues no hay más que decir, más que esperar el sábado y verán que las cosas van a ser diferentes.
Hi everyone, first and foremost, yeah, it's a great motivation. We're in great shape at the moment. We've worked really hard over this period of 3 months. We've had the camp. There's nothing more really to say. We're just going to see on Saturday how things will turn out differently.
Eddie, we've seen a fired up Canelo for this build-up. Obviously the personal rivalry as well with Gennady Golovkin, but also the will to bounce back with victory. Have you been pleased with what you've seen from Saul in this camp and the motivation that he has going into this fight?
Sabemos que tan motivado está Saúl en este momento por también lo que sufrió, pero también con personas, pero también por la derrota. ¿Estás contento con su rendimiento en ese campamento y le ves muy motivado para esta pelea?
Sí, él es un deportista muy competitivo. Él siempre ha sido, desde niño ha sido ganador y pues todas las derrotas sirven, así como las victorias también. Estamos motivados, estamos en nuestro trabajo, estamos enfocados en lo que es esta pelea y sobre todo hicimos muy buen trabajo en todas estas semanas.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really competitive sportsman, Canelo. Obviously, he's been like that since he was a kid, so, you know, you learn not just from victories, but also from defeats, and I've seen that he's been really motivated and really focused, and we've done some fantastic work over these previous weeks.
Finally, he says he'll be aggressive in this fight. Obviously, you have the game plan with him as well, but if so, he should be taking off from the 12th round last time, and we should experience a fantastic fight on Saturday.
Sí, hemos hablado, esperamos la agresión de Saúl, y si el caso es así, supongo que podemos esperar una extensión del 12, el round número 12 la última vez, y podemos esperar una gran pelea con mucha agresividad.
Sí, ya se conocen ellos, 24 rounds ya han peleado, se conocen bastante bien. Los dos tienen muy buen nivel boxístico, cada uno tiene sus diferentes aptitudes y creo que el que saque sus mejores virtudes es el que va a ganar la pelea. Nosotros hicimos, como te digo, un gran campamento. Golovkin siempre ha sido un peleador, un deportista muy disciplinado, muy ordenado, entonces va a ser una gran pelea.
Yes, so we know that they've faced each other already in over 24 rounds. We also know the level of boxing that we can expect. They both have different skills and both different aptitudes, and it depends the person who will win who is able to show them on the night. So we can expect a great fight on Saturday night.
Eddie, thank you. Saul, welcome. And before I ask you a few questions, I know that you have a very special presentation to make to your friend and trainer and manager, Eddie Reynoso.
Sí, este es el premio que se ganó en el 2021 del Manager del Año, Eddie Reynoso. Felicidades. Thank you, Joe.
Sal, welcome to the fight. fight week press conference. I've seen a serious side to you this week. I know you're always smiling, but the pain of defeat last time is forgotten about. But very excited about this fight. I've not really seen you like this in a fight before, and I can't wait as a fan of both you guys to watch this fight. I think we're in for an incredible night on Saturday.
Así es, estoy muy contento de regresar al cuadrilátero, contento de que ya estemos a unos días, muy emocionado, motivado. Después de mi pelea pasada, obviamente nos dolió mucho, pero como hombres hay que seguir adelante, seguir por el camino de la grandeza, y me siento contento, motivado de estar aquí, agradecido con toda la gente, el apoyo que siempre me han brindado. El sábado daremos lo mejor de nosotros para ganar y así será, primero Dios.
Yes, I'm really happy to be back in the ring and just a couple of days out now from the fight. Really motivated to be here. Obviously the defeat hurt, but you know, we're back on the path to greatness, and I'm really delighted to be here. And I want to thank everyone for the support, and you know, on Saturday you're going to see the best of me.
Again, that emotion that you showed in this fight as well, do you need to keep that emotion under a lid in the ring, or are you ready to let it all out there? And you talked about wanting to end this fight by knockout as well. People always talk about fighters fighting off emotion. You're going to be in control of that on Saturday, but a special kind of feeling going into this fight.
Así es, no, yo trabajo bajo presión, trabajo mejor, y la verdad es que quiero terminar esta pelea antes de los 12 asaltos. Sé que será muy complicado, sé que no será fácil, pero nada es fácil en esta vida, y yo vine a lograr lo complicado, así que me emociona mucho, me motivé mucho para entrenar, hacer un gran campamento, porque mi tirada es terminar esta pelea antes de los 12 asaltos. Sé que tengo un gran rival enfrente, un rival muy fuerte, muy inteligente, pero esa es mi tirada para esta pelea.
Yes, you know, I feel like I work better under pressure, and the pressure I put on myself is to finish this inside the distance for the 12 rounds. I know it's going to be very difficult, but nothing in life is easy. You know, I always look to achieve what's difficult, and I've been really excited and really motivated during my training camp to try and finish this before 12 rounds. And I've got a really tough rival in front of me, a strong, intelligent opponent, but that will be my aim on Saturday night.
I know you said you're almost bored of the head-to-heads. Now we're going to do another one in a minute, but you said, you know,
I just wanted to be in the fight. I'm ready.
And finally to you, Saul, you believe Saturday night you end this great rivalry, a rivalry that boxing has always needed. Every great champions need great rivalries, but on Saturday night you will finish this rivalry between you and Gennady Golovkin.
It's going to be difficult, but that's what I want, and that's what I want to accomplish Saturday night.
And finally, obviously, we've allowed fans in here today. There'll be thousands of fans outside the T-Mobile for the weigh-in tomorrow. A packed T-Mobile arena, Mexican Independence Weekend as well. A few words for your fans in Mexico.
La verdad es que estoy muy agradecido con ustedes, el apoyo que me brindan, y espero el sábado todos juntos gritemos ¡Viva México, cabrones!
Always good to me, and I hope that on Saturday night we'll all be shouting "Viva Mexico, cabrones!"
Well, thank you to the fans here. As I said, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Toshiba Plaza outside the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. I want to thank, of course, Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, and both teams, because in boxing we need great rivalries. These are two of the greatest champions from our generation, and on Saturday night they'll be going to war for your entertainment. So finally, before we go,
the MGM Grand, the fans swarming in from their seats as they get ready to witness another stare down this week. The press conference just wrapping up. Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin meet face to face here on stage. Triple G3. And this is one of many fight week events these two will go through. You saw a very jovial Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, a bit more reserved, business-like here. Cracking his own here at the tail end. All the hardware, straight from the arms of the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Put that phone down, please. Hey, Saul. Guys, down. Gotta see that.
Muchas gracias,
You see Canelo Alvarez exiting the stage here at the COP here at the MGM Grand, and some interesting topics discussed over that press conference. The desperation factor mentioned by Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn. We're going to have Eddie on set in a few moments, but both fighters entering this fight with different incentives. Canelo Alvarez trying to silence those critics who believe that Triple G won those first two matches as close as they were. And wants to put an end to that discussion. Gennady Golovkin obviously waiting around here 4 years later for that second fight, looking to pick up the win on paper, even though he says he believes he won those first two fights in his heart. He said it's confident knowing that he won those and on record. Gennady Golovkin over Canelo Alvarez would go a long way for Gennady Golovkin. We're going to welcome in Matchroom Chairman Eddie Hearn here on set as you see Canelo Alvarez addressing the media once again. This is obviously comfortable territory for these two fighters. They know the drill by now. They actually get a lot of opportunities if they're a massive fighter like this. But Eddie sets on stage Canelo Alvarez.
Imagínate que representa a todos.
Saúl, las dos nada más rápido. Las dos preguntas. Échale. Amigos, como siempre, agradeciendo a la afición de Guadalajara con Saúl Canelo Alvarez. Mira, Saúl, este video lo grabé acabando la pelea 2. Ese día que dijo que te iba a golpear más al cuerpo, terminó dando 2 menos que la primera. Con lo que lo golpeaste, lo dañaste.
Es que como dicen por ahí, no es lo mismo llamar al león que verlo venir. Ya cuando están ahí arriba puedes decir muchas cosas, al final de cuentas el poder hacerlas es lo complicado, ¿no? Y obviamente estando arriba del cuadrilátero son diferentes las cosas.
Justamente, ¿tú le crees que va a volver a ser agresivo? Porque justamente él intentó ser agresivo y con el castigo que le dabas al contragolpe, por primera vez trató de pelear hacia atrás en su carrera. ¿Tú le crees que sí se va a ir contigo?
No lo sé, la verdad, pero vengo preparado para lo que traiga, hice una gran preparación y al final de cuentas sabemos el gran peleador que es y estamos listos para esto.
Canelo, una pregunta, por favor. No hay dimes y diretes y ya cuando está frente a ti no es tan agresivo.
No, ya lo han visto ustedes, pero está bien. Al final de cuentas ya estamos casi a la pelea, que es lo más importante. Al final salen sobrando las palabras.
¿Qué pasa por tu mente y tu corazón en este momento?
No, estoy muy emocionado, contento de poder tener a los fans aquí, de que se sienta la buena vibra.
Ese es el mejor escenario, Saúl.
Pues esa es la intención, obviamente va a ser complicado, esa es la intención y nos preparamos para eso, preparamos también para el
Canelo, es especial el 15, esta fecha.
Sí, muy especial, imagínate, es una gran responsabilidad, pero ahora sí que
will be saying enough.
Canelo, Eddie told you.
Canelo,
Eddie told you in the corner last time. Eddie in the second fight, he was telling you, don't go for the knockout. This guy's strong, but why go for the knockout this time?
Yeah, sometimes Eddie tells me something and I don't. I just want to do something else. Like I say, it's going to be difficult to knock out Golovkin, but I'm going to try the fight.
Does any part of you look at this as good preparation to beat people in a rematch because the styles are similar?
Yeah. I'm mentally and physically ready for it.
Canelo, you've been a superstar for 15 years. Do you still get excited when the fans love you?
I love boxing and I love this. Yes, boxing is my life.
Is he the hardest puncher that you've ever fought? No. Who is? Who is? What do you think he is?
No, I'm boring. I'm boring. To be honest, I'm boring to be in the face-off because I just want to be in the ring.
Why do you think he's
you feel like, I'm going to tell you what I feel. I feel excited. I feel ready to fight.
Lo vas a gritar, Canelo. Viva México.
Why do you think he hasn't said any of those things he says to you at the press conference, to your face? Anything, like you said, he'll talk about he feels you cheat or this or that. He'll say that, over there, but he doesn't tell you at the press conference.
I just don't know.
Do you think it's fear at all?
That make me mad. That's what I mean.
Canelo, ¿vas a salir con grupo
He says
firme?
a lot of things in other places, and when I'm in front of him, he's quiet.
You show a lack of confidence?
La importancia de los mexicanos.
So let me get around.
Eddie.
Muy cortés con la
Canelo.
That's what happens when you do dumb shit.
Salió, papá. Grande, eres grande.
Dragging.
Eres grande, mira, camarógrafo, es grande, cabrón. Te sacaste el otro.
Muy bien.
Feliz.
Evidentemente no pude cortar, güey, las están pegando, ¿no?
Ah, sí. Nosotros cortamos, no hay pedo. Bien,
Recording. That's right. How you guys feeling? I heard my name.
Pero muy apenas. No, es que tú sabes cuántos cumpleaños se paró conmigo porque el bate con el bien, yo no sé si se para. Yo digo, no, yo no sé, dijo que no se para.
What about you?
Get my stuff right here.
Eddie?
Thank you.
Sorry?
No.
It's a recognized person. It gets hard. I was doing Showtime with Terence Crawford. I don't need to be like the guy who just passes shit through. I don't know. This fight's so I'm gonna have so much to do. But I'm not waiting on them. It's time. I hope it happens. It's a fight as a fan I want to see. But they've made it. Yeah, there's a. You never know which one is the one. What fight is there that you can do that will make a difference if you go to fight this guy again and say, I'm working more?
Nobody.
It's not like it's not like that.
Robert, es una buena oportunidad. ¿Por qué no?
How you doing? You all right? Yeah, you okay?
¿Cómo estás?
Bueno, me parece que puedes ganar.
Yeah.
Buena oportunidad.
One
Y
second.
sí, exactamente. Y tiene nombre, es una ex campeón del mundo.
No, bueno,
No alcanzar a saludar. Ese es el artículo que dice Carlos.
ya lo leí. Me lo mandó Cristina. Me dice, ve esto. Becoming the first boxer. Wow. Ya tenía tiempo que lo quería. Sí. Pues esa es la que, a la que sigue. Después del boxeo, sigue lo que sigue.
Muy difícil hacer.
We're gonna start clearing out this area.
I'm just waiting to
Yeah,
talk to
kind of
him.
versus the media center.
Esto es.
Me voy viendo.
A ver, ojalá que salga algo.
Nos vemos al rato.
Está aquí o se fue al gimnasio.
Ojalá que pueda salir algo para que acabe el año.
Sí, yo quiero algo así, es que se vea mal algo. Esa gente que me habló de la calidad que pagaba poquito por ahí en México, nomás me gustó, es una victoria.
It's like big, yeah, so we need to make sure that we have it.
Anytime there's like a chill, they're like, so I'm sorry. So we'll see what we can do. But we have social, so I think we need to set up social stuff. If we can grab Jasmine, we can grab some. No.
I'm sure he's her.
I know.
Buddy, that's it.